have a really bad feeling about this episode. You know when you get really, like, frightened, and you're like, why is my heart doing that? I'm really worried for Clark, and I don't know why. Like, legitimately, actually, like, this is the first episode I've thought, what if Clark dies? That would be heartbreaking, to be honest, and I'm not ready for it. So we'll be taking some notes, we'll be having some discussions at the end, maybe a bit of a longer discussion today, guys. This is the 100, this is Damocles, or Damocles, part 2, I think I nailed that title, and yes, this is the 100, I'm very worried. So I read a couple of comments that said like, wow, you were so ready for Octavia's death, and I was like, yeah, do you know what, I actually was. Because I feel like she has gone so far, and I could seriously have seen that to be her final moment, because honestly, it would have been very well deserved. Do you know what I mean? I don't say that in a horrible way, or in like she deserved to die, that's not what I mean. I mean like, it would have been very much the warrior's way, and her realising what she'd done. I'm glad she's alive, and hopefully she'll be able to make some amends, but yeah. And here's someone else who's gone way too far. Holy shit! Kneel before your queen. Kneel before your commander. Oh shit! You've just been holding on to that all the time. I love you. Oh. Oh. Stop hurting Raven, please, because she don't have one season where she doesn't get hurt.
I need to get to McCreary and keep this shield grounded. You're gonna help me. Turn around. It's hard to keep track of whose side you're on. I guess we have that in common. Yes, we do.
How's Kane? Does anyone know how Kane is? He had his face munched by a cannibal. It was very different from what we're used to. Shit, are you two seriously going out there? Oh shit, Echo! Forgot she used to be an archer. She hasn't used any bow and arrow for ages. I'm very impressed. Ah! Do not kill Murphy, please. That a boy. Yeah, that a boy. A lot of rage. Sounds shit. She's got a plan.
3, 2, 1.
Nah, let her go!
We'll never know your daughter.
Ooh! She is such a fucking boss!
Because there's no way in hell I can leave the man I love behind.
I'm not gonna do that to you more. I can't run.
Yes, you can.
No. But I can.
Jesus, Monty. Some upper body strength, innit? Oh, shit!
But then what kind of lesson would that be? Your mistake was liking it. Power.
Ooh.
It's the kiss of death. It's okay, I liked it too. One garden. Two serpents. Eden never stood a chance.
True that. It's not looking good, kids, I'll be honest with you.
What's going on, guys?
Close it up, Shaw. I love you, big brother. I know you love me too. Don't make me wait 10 years to hear you say it. Does the other part still wish I was dead?
No.
The other part wishes a part of you was. Why is it just us?
That's the way Mom and Dad wanted it.
Excuse me? Who the fuck are you?
Can I just say, wow, I mean, I can't tell you how good it is to finally... I'm Jordan. Monty and Harper's son. Take care of our boy.
Fucking hell, guys, really?
Jordan, your mother died today.
My baby came back.
But I finally cracked the Aegis 3 mission file. Turns out it wasn't a mining mission. After sucking the Earth dry of oil, they went looking for another planet to tap.
Wait, this is another planet? And it has two suns?
Two sons.
I set the coordinates a week ago. If I...
So that is a beautiful shot. That is a fucking beautiful shot. There's gonna be some fucking aliens. It's gonna be great. Fuck me, why do you... Fucking hell. So mean. Should we kill off Monty? Ah, we have a lot to discuss, guys. We really do. I mean... That was amazing. That was really, really good. That was really good. I did not see it going that way. I thought the Earth would revinegate. That's why I was like cheering because I thought it was Earth at first, and then I realised that's not Earth. Okay, so we're going to talk about the episode, then we're going to talk about the season. So we fuck me. It's too early to be crying. So we started off with Octavia and Maddie and everyone arriving back at the camp. Willow was basically like, fuck, this is it, this is the end, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do? But the group got through, and we originally thought Octavia was going to like cut down Maddie or something when they got back, but everyone was like pointing guns, and then she actually kneeled before Maddie, which I thought was really, really cool to see, because it was like Octavia's finally realised that she cannot do this. You know, she not only doesn't have all the commanders in her head helping her, but she does not have the will of her people either. And so for me, it was like, I feel like it felt like to me like it was Octavia accepting the fact that she wasn't meant to lead this, you know, she wasn't meant to do this, and I understand, and that was beautiful. It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I like the bit where Gaia was trying to talk to Maddie and Bellamy tried to shush her, and Indra was like, no, let her talk, and it showed that Indra really believes in her daughter, and I loved that so fucking much, because it was just absolutely phenomenally done, phenomenally shown. Yeah. We then cut to Raven and Shaw, I finally remember his name, getting electrocuted and fucked up, basically. And Clark was like, not today. So she not only, she killed McCreary, she got Dio's out of prison in doing so. She saved Maddie, Raven, well, she saved pretty much everyone, because she's a badass. As usual. Oh, excuse me. But all the mums were starting to believe in their daughters, and I loved it so fucking much. We'd seen it with Abby believing in Clark a few seasons back, and now we see it with Indra believing in Guy, we see it with Clark believing in Maddie. It was so fucking cool to see, and it's like the show is continuing on. I wrote Murphy's going to live, and yes, he was destined to live, but not everyone lived, but we'll get to that. I got a lot of Bellark feels. Don't get me wrong, I love Bellamy and Echo, sorry. But it's legitimately the scariest bit. Like, if Echo dies, will people be like, well, did they kill her off to pander to the Bellark fans? Or you know, and if Bellamy and Clark never get together, they'll be like, why didn't Bellamy and Clark ever get together? It's a whole thing. But I loved the hug at the end that they gave each other as they watched the New Earth, and it was beautiful. We're calling it New Earth, FYI, that will be its name from now on, New Earth. Doctor Who canon is still real. And everyone lived, I wrote. I also wrote that the gene pool will be fucked, because it will. You cannot survive with 412 people. That will be a race of crazy mutants by the end of the fucking century. Anyway, everyone went to sleep in the cryopods. And Octavia got a good line in. She was like, I will always love you, big brother. And he was like, part of me wishes that part of you was dead. And she was like, that's fair. Because that's the fighter in her, that's the anger in her, you know. And I wrote, who the fuck? Because I did not know who that guy was. It turned out to be Jordan Jasper Green. Which led to one of the most beautiful sequences ever, which showed Marty and Monty and Harper getting gradually older. Which was just beautifully done as well, with the face and everything. I thought it was absolutely beautiful how they did it, and they made it work really, really well. And yeah, we saw the end of Monty and Harper, and it was sad, but I feel like they come as far as they possibly could as characters, especially Monty. He has definitely shown his worth throughout these last few episodes. And I originally thought it was going to be Earth, but it wasn't. It was New Earth, and we are going to a different planet, and that is so fucking crazy. But let's rewind. All of this started because of Dioza, because Dioza came in, guns blazing. She is at fault for the Earth. This is her messed up problem. The Valley could have sustained them. It could have brought them life. It could have made them so much more, but in the end, it wasn't meant to be. So we indeed were left with a very preposterous situation. Two sides are going to go fight over the last place on Earth, habitable. Excuse me. But both sides are going to do it in the last place on Earth, which seemed crazy to me. It just seemed crazy. But that's where the flame came in. The flame was truly, and has always been, the heart of the show. You know, as long as we've really known the flame since season 2. But it has always been there, you know. It's always, they've always followed the commander. All the different crews have followed the commander. What we once thought were savages are actually a very intellectually brought back proud race of people. And now they have to start again on a different planet where there may be humans from Aegis 3, but there may also be a different species of extraterrestrial life that we don't know about, which I think would be fucking awesome, to be honest, because we haven't done aliens yet, and I feel like aliens would be the next step to go. We'll definitely see aliens, because there'll definitely be wildlife on that planet, I should assume. Otherwise, how's everyone going to eat? And don't say algae. Do not say fucking algae. Octavia and Maddie were a very big theme of this. The new leader and the old leader. Octavia was the leader when it was needed, necessary, but Octavia isn't the leader that was necessary now, because the leader that was necessary now was the one that was brought with hope and passion and love. That is the leader they needed, not a cold, ruthless killer who would make people force into cannibalism. And obviously regrets it, and you could see that with her conversation with Abby in this episode. She was like, "You made me do that, you." I thought that was such a beautiful, because it showed Octavia was still deep down very much that we knew, and you know, she didn't want to do that, but she had to, and it's really affected her. It's really affected her mental state. Looking at something else, but I feel like when we came to the end of that, we saw Octavia was going to sacrifice herself, and I feel like everyone was like, "Your reaction was stupid to Octavia's sacrifice." Like, was it really? Because I was actually expecting her to die in that episode. I was expecting that to be her big final moment of glory and of self-sacrifice to get the others away. And to see she lived, I'm happy, because it means that we can further progress this character who has come such a long way. But it will definitely impact where the show is going next, and how she acts around a new leader, and how she deals with orders and such as well. I think that would be pretty... I think it's going to be pretty cool to see. But another thing about this season was Clark's decisions. Clark made some very strange decisions in the name of motherhood, but she did it very much consistently. You know, she wasn't inconsistent in her actions. She was very much, "I'm going to do this. I'm going to protect my daughter at all costs, even if it means hurting her." Because you ask any parent, would you rather hurt your children or let them die? Hurt your children, without a doubt. Without a doubt. So, because you're doing what's best for them at the end of the day, you're keeping them alive, and I think, like, that's a lot of what people look for in parenting these days. And so Clark's decisions were very dark, but in the end she decided to trust Maddie, and I feel like it worked out for them. The Bellamy-Clark relationship right now is definitely strained, but with that ending I feel like we've got a new hope for it, and I feel like we will see in time that these characters will come together again and will be the unit that, you know, can take on the whole world if they need to. And they really do need to, because that's a whole brand new spanking world to go deal with and to destroy, you know, because that's what us humans do. I don't know if you've noticed, but the world is currently on fire. And yeah, because that's what we've done to the planet. I'm going to get into climate change now, because it's a real thing. If you don't believe it, you're a fucking idiot. End of rant. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. This has been the 100. It's been a phenomenal season, and I cannot wait. Shadowhunters will be back next week. Well, it's back tonight and then back next week, obviously. And I will, I will see you tomorrow for Pretty Little Liars. Bye-bye, my favourite, beautiful people. And if you're leaving me until next year, bye, I love you. Sorry this episode's been so long. I just like to do a little talk at the end of seasons. So, I love you lots. Bye-bye.